Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to some very unusual news. It's broken about 12 hours ago that Paige and Alberto Del Rio have got engaged. They were in Puerto Rico at a WCW event, not that WCW, a different WCW. And I've seen images of Paige proposing to Alberto Del Rio. Del Rio says yes. And now they are due to get engaged. Now, on its own, that's probably not newsworthy. It's maybe worth a tweet or something. Oh, did you know? But there's been already a bit of backlash from Paige's family. Her dad has come out and sent a message saying that he's not going to comment or say anything further other than he's not happy that she's marrying that man. Also, I've seen that her brother, one of her brothers, has come out saying that he hates how this is tearing the family apart and he hopes that Paige's dad is all right. He says that he loves his sister and all that kind of stuff, but it's not about that. Clearly there's, something going on that's not sitting right with the Knight family. To tell the truth, the signs have been there for quite a while. I mean, if you go back to Money in the Bank, there were reports after that pay-per-view of both Paige and Alberto Del Rio being arrested. It never really came out what actually happened, but there was a lot of images and a lot of stories doing the rounds that both of them had been arrested after Money in the Bank. Fast forward not long after that, a couple of months after that, in end of August, and both of them get suspended for violating the wellness policy. And not long after that, Del Rio actually leaves the WWE, and Paige remains. She kind of sees out her time, but at the end of that suspension, she then announces that she needs to go for neck surgery. And then on October the 10th, she is suspended for another 60 days. She makes a statement coming out saying, it doesn't matter if you get doctor's notes or anything, they don't mean anything, kind of indicating that what she was suspended for was a legitimate signed off medical prescription. WWE actually came back, sent their own tweet saying that the reason that Paige was suspended was for illegal substances. So she is currently suspended. On October the 5th, Alberto Del Rio is stabbed. He's stabbed in San Antonio, and there are conflicting reports. The first report that gets issued is that his car was rammed by a man in a car, and that then meant that both guys got out. There was a lot of verbal, and then the man pulled a knife and stabbed Alberto Del Rio several times. But then that story actually changes, and it becomes a homeless man that isn't driving, and then Paige is there as well. And the promotion that Del Rio was actually going off to were never told that Del Rio wasn't going to make it, and there are no police reports of stabbings or any witness accounts of stabbings in the San Antonio area on that date. And I'm not going to sit here and say that it didn't happen, because it could have happened, but there's just question marks, and there's question marks over all of this stuff. I subscribe to the mentality of it's their lives, leave them to it. If they're both happy, then I'm pleased for them. But the concern and the reason that, I'm kind of talking about this is because Paige didn't necessarily have these problems. They appear to have only kind of come about, and this drama appears to have only come about this year. Before that, she was really spearheading the Divas Revolution. And, one of the teams was called PCB. It was Paige, Charlotte, and Becky. And she really was one of the most prominent women for WWE. And then this year there's been a real fall from grace. WWE have said that they want her to part ways with Alberto Del Rio. There seems to be a lot of pressure being put on that relationship. When the brand split happened, they were both drafted to different brands. It's all quite noteworthy at the moment. I appreciate it's a fine line, and these people should be left to their lives, but Paige is still under contract with WWE, and I think it's only fair that we know when she might return, if she will return. Publicly slating WWE probably isn't the best move for her career prospects within that company. Del Rio has come out and said that he will do work with Ring of Honor and TNA soon as well. There's every chance that we see Paige depart WWE and follow a very similar path. But yeah, this is a story that seems to keep going on and on and on, with new elements being added, and I'm sure this isn't the last we're going to hear of it. I didn't feel the need to do the video for the suspensions, because in all fairness, that second suspension, due to all the drama that's been happening this year, wasn't the greatest of surprises. Paige and Del Rio getting engaged probably was. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Please give the video a like if you liked it. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. And I'd love to know your thoughts about Paige and Alberto Del Rio. Do you agree with me that we should just be happy for them and leave them to it? Or do you think that it's right that this media circus still seems to surround the two of them? Awesome. Thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.